Once again, thank you very much for attending those 2 intensive days. I think those days were really remarkable. And I'm picking up from Professor Aru when he was discussing, should education be entertainment or entertainment should be educational? I think we can put it together. We made very enjoyable discussions, also here in the sessions, in the shipyard in the first night, in the science center last night. So it's all together was like combination of education and entertainment, kind of edutainment, as we call it. And the second point, what I was picking from Jan, was that smarter the services are, more proactive, more easy they are for the citizens, less we are using our brain. So this means that to keep our brain functional and running in fast speed, we need to keep bureaucracy alive. So then our brain starts to navigate and compete with the bureaucracy. So never ever simplify the services. I hope I'm wrong.
That's true.
Good. But we really believe that this conference was a success, not only because of good vibe, but also about many good facts. Maybe.
And it can't be because we have been on the widest bridge in Tartu, right?
Yeah.
That's where we are. Indeed, those numbers were quite amazing. In 2 days, we had more than 100 questions. We had 240 tweets. 790 photos were taken. We had over 550 participants. 450 participants from 67 countries and 71 speakers from 5 continents and 20 countries. This is a fact. This is in numbers. But also, we couldn't have done this alone. There's another fact. So, let's do the thank yous, Hannes.
Yes, let's thank all the funders and supporters, National Museum who hosted us, our video, audio and broadcasting team, makeup team who made me such a nice. Also the conference production team from Confent, EGA team who make it all content-wise, especially you, Kristina, but many, many others. Our translators, our volunteers, panelists, speakers, moderates, participates online and offline. Please give warm applause.
Because this has been a true cooperation in this respect. But Hannes, we don't have a lot of time left. So you, at the very beginning yesterday, said one of your expectations was curiosity. How did this conference meet your expectations?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think my expectations were about, as I said, that what is actually those keys, what are unlocking the digital success. And what I picked up from endless meeting with you, most of you, either in face-to-face, either in the meeting rooms, either in this hall, were 3 topics. First of all, skills. Skills of government officials, skills of the citizens, skills and awareness of the political leaders. So without skills, the technology is more or less useless. The second point, what I picked up that very many of you were speaking about the interoperability. Data exchanging, opening the data for the services for the citizens. Data in most of the countries still locked in silos. It's not unlocked digital success, it's locked digital failure when it still stays in silos. So unlocking data for the services, for whatever you can use it, it's a critical issue. And last but not least, leadership. Each and everyone underlined that we need leaders to make aware, we need political leaders to guide the process, and then we, technology people, administrators, can follow them.
And as today, in the ministerial panel, E.J. Saunders very smartly said, we have also the political leaders need to be the embodiments of leadership. They have to do what they expect the folks to do.
Yeah. Good. So, but what are your pickups?
My observations. I had 3 yesterday, I had 3 today, and they're not the same.
Altogether 9, yeah?
No, I'm much better this year than I was last year. But my first one is that digital success needs an ecosystem. Digital success doesn't mean that you take a service and put it online, okay? It needs to be in a system, in an interoperable, I don't know if that's a word, but it sounds good, in an interactive ecosystem. And in addition to smartly mixing, people and technology and processes, I think what we heard from the talks here is that we also always need a healthy dose of realism to understand where we are, what is possible, strong discipline, we can also call it commitment, and long-term vision. It's okay to change the way what we do, but it would be very sad if we lost sight of the longer-term vision of making societies open and transparent. My second thing is the focus on the future. Leaders lead for the future. And the sign of good leader is not to know it all and think that because of the position or because of the age or because of whatever characteristics, they know better. No. The sign of a good leader is to make it possible for people to be engaged, for private sector, academia, and civil society organizations to be engaged, because it is the future of everybody, not just for the leader. And particularly thinking about the young people. We complain a lot that they are not interested in societal issues, but it is their future that we are planning. Hence, they need to be engaged. These are, and the last one I would say is adaptability. Adapt to local context, adapt to different things. And what we have seen here is think about how human mind works. Think how other systems work, what other countries do, and adapt, adapt, adapt. But Hannes, what do you think from that rich experience we had here, Estonia and EU could learn from other countries?
Yeah, I think my takeaway is that both for Estonia and Europe, is that first of all, we need to be more playful, meaning that we need to experiment more. In Europe, we try to think everything what is absolutely perfectly ready, and then we launch it, rather than experimenting like a kind of, there should be also in digital government more startup mind, that let's try what works, what's not working, throwing away, and working with prototypes what are actually working. We want to be perfect, we want to be regulated, and then nothing is happening, finally. So experiment more, don't over-regulate.
Exactly, enable, regulation should enable, not restrict, right?
And last but not least, I think it is very last time already for Europe to listen to the rest of the world. There are much more exciting things are going on in Latin America, in Africa, in Asia. And please listen and learn from others, not only invent the wheel again and again and again in the way that nothing is happening. But good, Kristina, you were responsible for a program and sessions. What do you think, what's your takeaway, what's the unlocked success?
Unlocked success. Well, I have to say, and this one now specifically comes because it comes from my colleagues, Alexander and Piret. Are you guys here? Because they inspired me, and the creativity came last night by a very fun interaction with half of the Brazilian delegation in the bars in Tartu. So this is for you guys. This is my creative poem about digital success. My new mate is AI in the world where pixels fly. Every day I use EID, boosting the digital economy. Living in the PPP's allure, with cyber hygiene, I'm secure. Oh, shit. Sorry, I need yours because it just stopped working. Thank you.
Rely on technology.
It goes on. I find a purpose in designing a good service. Oh, digital success, I confess, to a great life you grant us access.
Okay.
So, Thank you.
Newborn digital poet.
I know. And it's all me. It's not AI. AI only helped me with one rhyme.
This was, oh shit.
No, this was my own. It was the purpose and service.
Okay, good.
So, next year, Hannes, what topic should we keep in mind? What do you think?
It's a good question, because last year we promised to have something maybe about environment.
And we didn't. Well, we did. We had a whole session actually on environment.
Yeah, exactly. But again, maybe environment could be the topic, or what is the impact of a digital to the environment, or how we can reduce the impact to the nature with the digital. Also, I think skills. And last but not least, maybe we can discuss about also like a data as an asset.
Right.
Not only for the governments, for the citizens, for the businesses. So let's see what kind of models could be that we can use data as asset, meaning that making it value, either financial, either other means, so how we can actually use it and what it means. So this is my dream about next year, but you will put together a program and never listening to me.
I do listen to you. Are we getting to the end? I think it's
hope so.
It's the actions, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we have 3 actions for you to keep in mind. Number 1 is, please don't forget to leave the translation devices in your pockets, but leave them over there when you leave. Number 2, do not forget your suitcases in the wardrobe. Take them with you. Okay, now to the more serious one. Please leave us feedback. In addition, what you heard, Hannes's and my conclusion, it would be great to hear what your thoughts are based on this year, looking for the future. And my last sort of words would be, embrace the change, endure chaos, and emerge digitally transformed. For our next year's conference.
Yeah, we all wish you a safe trip home, but also wish you a safe trip back next year on 27th to 29th of May in Tallinn, Estonia. So once again, thank you very much for joining us, and see you next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Aitäh.
Aitäh.